Hello and welcome back to Fake Gamer Bro, and we are back with Games of the Week. I didn't do it on the week that we released the Halloween episode, and I didn't do it the week after because that was Dragon Age weekend, and I forgot any other thing existed in my life. Anyway, Justin's here. Hello, Justin.
Hello, Justin.
What have you been playing, Justin? I'm sure it's something new and exciting.
Thank you, Justin. I've also been playing The Tower, Slime Not the Tower, and TCG card idle shop simulator thing with 7 different names.
Yeah,
Same as last time.
Same as last time. I honestly forgot about the slime castle, whatever. I need to get back to that. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I've been playing Pokemon TCG Pocket because we are going to be doing an episode about it later this month, so I don't want to get into it now, but really, I've just been playing Dragon Age, which isn't a mobile game, unless I really stretch the definition, because I have it on the Steam Deck, which is mobile, technically. But no, I'm not going to do that. But I've still been playing Everyday Puzzle, and I guess I can take this time to talk about Pokemon Sleep, which I haven't talked about before, and then we can go and talk about the stuff that we've already talked about that Justin's been playing and I've been playing some of. Justin, have you tried out Pokemon Sleep at all?
No.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those. Is like, what do you mean this is a game? But I do have to check in at lunchtime to make sure to feed my little Pokemon, and I have to make sure to have the right Pokemon out to gather the right ingredients so I can make the best meals, so I can strengthen Snorlax and make him big, so I can find better Pokemon. Some of them are shiny though. It's you can technically sort of shiny hunt in this game, in which I mean there is no way to increase the shiny odds outside of participating in events, but there are shinies.
You just gotta sleep real good, and then you'll get shinies.
You gotta sleep real good. It does grade you on your sleep at the end of each week, and I've gotten A's sometimes, which is honestly surprising. One real big thing that put a lot of people off is they'd have to leave their phone on the whole night. But if you have any sort of smartwatch, including like a Fitbit, then you can close your phone and you can just track it from the Fitbit. So that's a cool thing that you can do.
Pokemon is going to give me a good grade in sleep, a thing that is possible to achieve and normal to want.
I think it is normal to want to have a good grade in sleep, to be honest. I think that's a normal thing to want.
But for Pokemon to be the one giving you the grade.
Yeah, that's fair. I do like getting my shinies though, and they just added Mimikyu for the Halloween season, and I really like Mimikyu. And yeah, I mean it's a good time. What's really wild is the ingredients you can get, because like Slowpoke tail, like Slowpoke will just give you its tail sometimes to eat, and for it to eat.
What?
It's so funny because they have like sausages, except they're bean sausages specifically, so you're not eating meat. But Slowpoke tail is an ingredient. Grilled Slowpoke tail is one of the dishes to make.
Okay, but all right, so I don't know a whole lot about Pokemon, but one of the things that I do remember is that like people poaching Slowpokes for their tails.
Yes.
And that it's like a thing you're not supposed to have. And like it, but here you got Slowpoke just going, all right, cool, here you go, friend, and pulling off their own tail. Enjoy.
Yeah, I'm assuming
Feast
that
of my
Slowpoke
rump
tails are supposed to be like gecko tails, how they can just fall off. And the problem in Pokemon Gold and Silver was that they were being killed for it or forcibly taken off, and not just like a natural process. But I don't know, man. It's wild, but it is a thing in the game, and it's very funny to me specifically. So tell me about the tower, Justin. We've both been playing the tower. We both now have dedicated tower phones. My iOS is going to waste on the tower instead of new iOS games.
We're both insane people. Yes, we have been playing the tower. The tower very recently got some pretty significant updates, actually, that have massively changed the way that tournaments work to prevent shitty tactics, and have increased the number of the little green ultimate weapon stones that drop. So you don't feel like you're waiting for months to do a single upgrade on those. It's very welcome. I definitely feel like my time doing tournaments is significantly more rewarded, even though I'm still kind of in the same place. And overall, I think the game has been flowing a lot better because of mainly that, but also a lot of other very small user-friendly changes that they've made to it.
I will say about the tournaments, it's nice that like you can't get dunked down below a certain level because they have like bronze, silver, gold, and I forget whatever is up past that. And you can't get pushed down below gold level. Like you just get in that level and you stay at that even if you do shit at it. Because I have finally gotten into gold level and now I don't have to worry about dropping down again.
Well, I think the reasoning for it was actually the other way around. It's so that people who are in Silver League can compete properly and not have to worry about stronger players dropping back down into their tier.
Yeah, that makes sense too. That's probably why it took me so long to bump up to gold, because I was just stuck in silver with all the other people who were much farther in the game.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about sandbagging before on this podcast when referring to the tower, but basically the rewards for doing really good in lower tier tournaments were better than the rewards for doing bad in the next tier up. So much so was the discrepancy that it was actually better for people to take like top 5 in the gold tournament, rank up to platinum, and then just completely bomb it and take last place so they get knocked back down to gold next time and then can place in the top again. That was, more financially viable than just trying to do your best every time. And so that meant that these lower tier tournaments were just full of people way too powerful for where they were supposed to be at, because everybody's trying to get knocked back down.
That's so wild.
So, yeah. So that's why a lot of the rewards were raised, and it's now, not perfect, but you are much more incentivized to do your best in any given tournament instead of, going back down to purposely being bad so that you can get better rewards later.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't think we've talked about it on the podcast, but I think you have talked about it to me, and then I just did not process it because it's just like, I'm just struggling. I'm just struggling, man.
Yeah.
I have to ask you for the tactics on how to, the meta on how to do everything well. I'm getting those card unlocks. Oh, last minute Halloween event is we thought that they would do the 2 weeks before Halloween as their Halloween thing, and instead it was fall. But since their thing started on the Monday of the week of Halloween, that's the Halloween event. So we have that. We have like the jack-o'-lantern and the witch hat and stuff for the relics for the event.
And a spooky's, it's called Man Skull. I don't know why they had
Man Skull.
It's called Man Skull and Spooky Bat.
Man Skull and Spooky Bat. Yeah. So there's a last minute Halloween event for you. Events are so hard if you don't have the right stuff.
There are, at the time of recording, 2 days and 3 hours left in the event out of 14 days. So if you're just signing up now, good luck.
Yeah, you might get enough to get one thing, maybe, if you have some of the right cards or something.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things with events. It's like, okay, I don't have inner landmines unlocked, so I just have to hope that I get it as a random ultimate weapon from a perk.
This was a very ultimate weapon heavy event.
Yeah.
I'm real, because the ones that I do not have are Black Hole, Chrono Field, and Chain Lightning. Chrono Field didn't have... Yeah, Chrono Field didn't have one this time, and both the Black Hole and Chain Lightnings are very, very easy to get, even if you just pull them once randomly out of a perk.
Inner landmines has got to be one of the hardest.
The only one I have left is Deathwave.
Oh. Yeah, I still have that one. I haven't gotten that one out
Hit 250,000 enemies with Deathwave.
That's a lot. And
that's a lot. That's an absurd amount.
We have spent a lot of time talking, and then we're out of time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.